Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we on. They said strong. They said go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 61st edition of the LowDown on TSWS Gaming. Hamsel is shaking his head. We're going to get into it, but first, Matt Likes Games came here first. What's up, gamers? Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel, Matt. We'll see you tomorrow on the Two Player Podcast with Ham Solo. It's Timmy. Welcome in, back from the dead. Xbox Inside. I wish I could have previewed my partners. Okay, Sensei 808. Welcome in. Vincent Vega, too big. I'm in the top 10% when it comes to first. Okay. Voidlock, welcome in. Ham, how you doing, man?
Oh man, I got heartburn.
What causes heartburn? Or your heartburn? What?
For me, it is like things like tomato sauce and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. That's weird. I thought you guys said ketchup, not tomato sauce. We say tomato sauce.
No, what?
Wow, just say. I thought Americans only said ketchup, not tomato sauce.
Oh, there's two different things. There's ketchup and then there's tomato sauce.
Okay, so we also call ketchup tomato sauce. That's anyways. Ham, clearly you've been playing a lot. You're still playing Helldivers, right?
Yeah, I'm still playing some Helldivers. This is from when me, Vinny, and Matt and Cozy played together, and been playing some 2K, some Remnant.
Where are you in Remnant? Oh, you said you finished it, right?
Banishers. Yeah, I beat Remnant like 2 or 3 times now.
Okay.
I beat it myself. I beat it with somebody else, and I just beat it with Matt.
All right. I'm still playing Remnant, but me being the antisocial person that I am, still playing it single player. I've beaten 2 world bosses, and where am I? I'm at the Gilded Castle or Gilded Chamber. Do you know where that is?
Nope.
All right. Well,
I didn't pay attention. I just shot. I just killed everything.
Did you even read like the little? All right. See, this is how different me and you are when it comes to video games. Like, I stopped to read and smell the roses. I know like the zones and stuff. Banti Wagwan, man, welcome in. All right. Well, besides that, let's get into the topics. We won't be doing Sweet Baby right off the bat, but before that, Ham,
why not? Why not just get it out the way?
Why were you shaking?
Why not just get it out the way?
Because I don't want to run the risk of us not being able to do the rest of the show. We're going to do the
I'm definitely not going to talk about it for very long.
Ham, usually the lowdown is like 60 to 70% you, and the other 30% I'm asking questions or just questioning you and the chat. Today, I'm going to be talking a lot today.
I'm sure you are.
Just giving everyone fair warning. Fair warning. Sensei, how was the Tekken experience, Log 7? Bite me, Sensei. You know what? Bite me. I'm not going to say fight me.
Told me that you had a hard time.
Yo, Sensei loves the juggle. That's what I will say him. This guy, like every opportunity to juggle. And then he does the 10 or 20 hit combo with King, where he grabs you. You know, he's a wrestler, right? So he grabs you, and it's just grab, then game over. So, Sensei, my excuse is that it was 3 a.m, my time. That's my excuse, Sensei. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Although I will be seeing you this Friday. You and Too Big. Make sure to come through.
Oh shit!
What? What happened?
No, I just realized I seen Yodani pop up in here, and I just went to go check the messages, and I realized I never sent him the $10 gift card. So I'm gonna get that knocked out right now.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, friends, welcome in Yodani. Stanley Francois, como ça va, mon ami? Raichi, tomorrow is the first show since the Doom and Gloom. What Doom and Gloom? Are you aware of this Doom and Gloom, Ham?
They're just talking about Xbox games going on other platforms and.
Dude, don't nobody care, bro. Don't nobody care. All right. Xbox is still gonna have 30 million people on there. No one's leaving. Everything's fine. You know what? They might even increase users on Xbox. I don't know. I don't know about all of that. Richie says tomorrow you need a shadow drop. Xbox promised us a game each quarter. Hellblade 2 is in the 5th month of the year. This is 7 months since Forza Motorsport. Richie, you still believe in Xbox? Did they not tell you that all their games were going to be exclusive? Did they not tell you this years ago? And now that's not true. What are you doing, Richie? Also, don't believe corporations, whether it's Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. All right? Don't do it. They should be more worried about the sales of Final Fantasy Rebirth. I heard it's down 30%. Everyone knows no one buys the games on PlayStation. The only games they buy on PlayStation is Madden, FIFA, the recurrent spending games. These single player games, they don't sell on PlayStation. We saw this with the Activision Blizzard what was it, leaks or whatever at the court case. So saying they're not going to sell, it's not news, Apple. We knew it wasn't going to sell. Square Enix is going to tell us in a couple of months the sales for Final Fantasy Rebirth were disappointing. Shocking. No one is going to expect it. We're all going to be surprised. It's going to shatter the space that is gaming. That's what's going to happen. I'd rather play Xbox. I don't care if Xbox games goes to PlayStation. They don't buy games. No one's buying games, brother. Well, at least not the shit games. No one's buying the shit games. What's this? Y'all hear Mag drop a leak rumor on XNC that they're doing a version of Play Anywhere with their games after launching a launcher PC storefront. Did you hear about this rumor?
Man, I feel like anybody and their mama could have guessed that.
Damn. Okay. Instead of just saying
I just don't find I don't find that to be a rumor. I mean, we already know that the PlayStation headsets go on to PC. They've had PC games. They're continuing to make PC games. The only thing they're missing is a launcher. So, I mean, to me, that's if that is a leak, that's it's
just go with it, Ham. Jeez, Mag is a friend of the show, right?
Mag is a good dude, but
not just a good dude. He's a friend of the show, right? Anyways,
I like
All right, let's get into the topics. Have you sent the voucher to Raichi?
It's not Raichi.
It's not. Oh, sorry, you're Danny. My bad.
I'm doing it right now.
All right.
Done.
Well, while you go through that,
All right, what's up?
literally no. Okay, let's get into the topics. First, we have Xbox Partner Preview event announced with 30 minutes of third-party games coming to Xbox and PC. This is from IGN. Microsoft has announced its next Xbox Partner Direct scheduled for Wednesday, March 6th. So real quick, Ham, can I assume that you and Matt are doing a let's play or let's watch with this showcase?
No, we're not.
Nope.
I'm doing some sort of watch thing for somebody else. If other people want to join me, they can. But I'm doing
tell us
it
where you're
for-
going to be doing it.
Oh, I'm doing it on this channel just for Red Infinity. I'm doing it for somebody else. Like co-stream kind of thing.
right.
So I'm still kind of figuring that all out because I don't really understand it completely quite yet. But I'm helping out Red Infamy with that, and then afterwards, me and Matt are gonna be doing our show
reaction.
around like 2:30 his time.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and read the super chat.
All right.
Nice guy has something to say.
Drawn TJ. Thank you so much, Drawn TJ. Also, Drawn TJ, I will be seeing you on Sunday. So X-Man will not be able to join us. So I'm still looking for a third wheel for this Sunday's podcast.
Why does Sir X-Men never able to do scheduled stuff, but he always wants to hop on a podcast with people?
Life happens, bro. Let's not call him out here, man, with everyone watching. Anyway, Ron TJ, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, Ham. Hi, my little pony Texan Loke. Sony is going to be a app. Everything is an app, brother. We're just pretending that they're not apps. It's all apps, bro. Make peace with it. It'll hurt less. You know what, Pixel, you want to come through on Sunday? Are you available? It's going to be 2100 hours Central African time. Figure out what that time is for your current location. We're going to be talking about video games and whatever. Anyway, here we go. In a new Xbox Y post, Microsoft revealed that its second partner preview event will be roughly 30 minutes long and will focus exclusively on third-party games from publishers including Capcom, EA, and Nexon. So do not expect any first-party games to appear at this showcase, such as Playground Games' upcoming Project Fable, The Outer Worlds 2, Boo! By Obsidian, or Arcane's Blade. Okay, whatever. While no specific games were revealed, a few upcoming games from the publishers mentioned in the Xbox Y post include Capcom's Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, which was revealed at the Xbox Games Showcase last summer, and Tales of Kenzera Zao, which is developed by Surgeon Studios and published by EA, with a release date set for next month. Ham,
Yep.
excitement levels for this showcase, I guess, event.
I'm fairly excited.
Fairly excited.
Yeah, I'm not like jumping out of my seat by any means, but I'm excited to see more about some of these games, especially Tales of Kenzera. I'm always down to see more about that game.
Yeah,
I did play the demo for it and beat that. It was a short, like, little 15-minute demo, but it was cool.
Okay. Pixel said 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so you figured out the time, Pixel. Will you be showing up or not? As for Drawn TJ, now you know. Thank you so much for another super chat asking what time Sunday I'll be there. From Pixel's quick calculations or Google search, it's 3 p.m.
I want to say 3 p.m. Central is where Pixel is.
Okay. Drawn TJ says it'll be 12 his time, so that's perfect. And Pixel just confirmed. All right, so B, Pixel, Drawn, TJ are going to be shooting the shit on Sunday. Anyway, going back to the
Pixel
topic,
might be East Coast, so I don't know.
All right, well, we're not trying to dox our buddies.
Oh, yeah, because we tell them what part of the world they're in.
Yeah.
Just find them.
Yeah. Drawn TJ, right here on StreamYard, brother. Right here on StreamYard on TSWS. Ham, you were talking about your hype levels for this showcase.
Yeah, I already talked about it. I said, like, I'm kind of excited for it, but I'm not jumping out of my seat.
Okay. For me, I'll probably be asleep. I'm not gonna watch this live.
That's fine.
And yeah, it's usually one of the, like, the Xbox and PlayStation showcases are usually the ones that I stay up for. But from what's been mentioned here, I'm not super excited. So
just letting everybody know that you're a AAA. You're a AAA hub.
No, it's not.
Yes, you are.
Come on, Ham. I'm the guy that
AAA hub.
Dude, we watched the what's
you ain't got time for nothing small. Only the big stuff.
God. We watched the indie direct together, Ham. I like me some good stuff, but this looks boring, and it doesn't look like something that I need to stay up for. Like the Tales of Kenzera Zhao. 1, we've already seen this. 2, it's 2D, and 3, I've already made the decision that I'm just going to buy it. Probably won't play it, but I'll probably buy it just to support the whole African theme, whatever thing, because we all know these people, not even people, these corporations don't listen to our opinions. They listen to how much money we put into things. So that's one thing. As far as Capcom's Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, it looks interesting, but I've got so many games in my backlog. This one's going straight into the backlog. We've already seen what they're saying this is, so whatever, dog. Whatever. Thanks for letting me come on the... Nah, man. Thank you for making the time for coming through, Drawn TJ. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it too. I don't mind that.
For sure. Vincent Vega, Low craves a Hellblade 2 trailer. Listen. If there's a game, right, that they announced they're going to give us a new trailer, and we've already seen other trailers around that game, I'm showing up for Hellblade. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. my time. I'm waking up for Hellblade. No problem. Sorry. Wait. No, I didn't mean Hellblade. God damn it. I thought you meant Stellar Blade. Buzz off, Vincent. Get out of here with your rubbish. I thought you meant Stellar Blade. Anyways, Ham, I'm good on the whole Xbox showcase thing. Can we move on to the next topic?
Sure. It's up to you.
All right. Moving on. Yuzu creators will pay Nintendo 2.4 million in damages and end development of Switch emulator. The title says everything you need to know, but there was a quick update, Ham. I think you were the one who actually shared the updates.
Yep.
There was a very quick turnaround. Please give us an update on this news.
There is 2 new companies that popped out once this one got folded. I believe it's called like Newzoo, and I don't know. Let me see what it's called.
Suyu or something.
Yeah, I'll just put it on the screen. I might as well.
Them boys is messy. That's what I will say.
I mean, they got time.
Heartless.
Definitely got time.
And they did it on purpose, huh?
100%. 100%. 100%.
They were like, you guys are gonna feel this. That's what they did.
Pull that up real quick. Well, this is funny.
Well, oh my goodness. The classic meme. Yep. Oh man.
That's pretty much
That's
how it
messed
looks
up.
right there. Can't get him away. Yep, once
And
you
it's
think
not
you
just
got him, he
Nuzu.
just comes right back. Just pops right
And
back up.
And it's not just Nuzu. It's Nuzu and what's the other one?
I'm looking to see what the other one is right now. I don't remember what I did with the post. It was somewhere.
Hold up.
I posted it earlier. And I know you liked it and whatever.
I even commented on it. Hold up. I'm gonna find it because I was like, that's freaking gold. Where is it? Where's Ham? God damn it. I do comment on a lot of stuff. Jeez.
Yeah. Same, and I don't even see it.
Okay, here we go.
Can you share it to me real quick so I can put it on the screen?
All right, hold up. Let me send it to you. This is so weird. Sending Ham's tweet to Ham. So
I got too much, I guess. Or I just don't remember what it looks like.
Yeah, probably.
I probably just scrolled right by it like 4 or 5 times.
I think that's the most probable thing, actually, that's happening right now.
So there you go. And I'll just go to the actual article for itself. So it says new Nintendo Switch emulators Nuzu and Suyu rise from the ashes of Yuzu. Yeah.
Tragic.
They just said, fuck you, Nintendo. We're going to continue doing this under another company name.
Slightly switch
You
it
have
up.
no idea that we paid you a fraction of what we're worth.
Man.
And we're just going to keep it pushing.
2.4 million.
And you're going to have to go through all that BS again.
And this time they won't fuck up if they're not idiots, right? Because I saw Oh No, It's Alex's video, and it seems the loophole that Nintendo used is that the guys from Yuzu charged people to use their mod or to use the emulator for Breath of the Wild. That's how they got them. But as soon as you remove the loophole, right, it's over. As long as they don't charge anyone, they're good. John, TJ, guys, get me through the rest of my work. Dude, we appreciate you, man, for taking the time to even give us the space to speak to you. Thank you so much. What's going to happen to gaming journalism? They will actually have to use a Switch to review Nintendo games. Oh, Lord. Sapo. Are you insinuating that gaming journalists are using pirated versions of games? Are you serious, Ham? Do you think that's actually something that has legs?
What's that?
Sapo is insinuating gaming journalists have been using emulators like Yuzu to get access to new Nintendo games instead of buying them.
I mean, anything's possible. I'm not going to speak for somebody else. I mean, I know the people that I know that used Yuzu and stuff like that purchased the game, like actually purchased the game and then used it on Yuzu.
And I hate to say it, but I think this is the best example that actually kind of makes sense. What's up, Sergeant Sentinel? Welcome in, Sarge. Ham, the Switch is a vastly inferior piece of hardware. Like, you can kind of understand people being like, just buy an Xbox, just buy a PlayStation 5, because they kind of play like to the higher levels of like PC gaming, right? They're not at the top upper echelons of PC gaming, but they're pretty close. The Switch, there are cell phones, right? There are cell phones that have more processing power than the Switch for games.
Sure.
So you can kind of see why it would make sense to someone to be like, I'll buy the game, but then I'll just play it on my PC because it plays best, and the difference is so big. It kind of justifies doing that.
Yeah, no, I get that. 100%. I get that. So I mean, it's your time. You choose how to spend it, right?
Yeah. Yes, when the game isn't emulated, you can see the glorious pixelated slideshow. Can you? Okay, I didn't know that. I'm not really a Switch guy, so I wouldn't know anything about that. All right, so Ham, we good on the whole Yuzu thing?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to add one more thing. Clearly, this there's nothing Nintendo can do to end emulation or piracy. But specifically with emulation, the only way for Nintendo to drive this down, just make better hardware. Make better hardware. So a lot of people that look at your games can be like, I'll just play it on the Switch. Because the emulators for PS2 only started showing up 10 years later. PS3, same thing. PS4, same thing. You don't see PS5 emulators showing up right now because the hardware is tremendous right now. It'll take a minute. But you guys, your console was outdated when it came out. It's almost 10 years old. Move on, guys. Come on. Welcome in, Talos Ray. Yo, Danny, thanks for the voucher. TSWS Gaming, I have redeemed it and am trying hard not to use it on the new Fallout Xbox Design Lab controllers.
I get that, man. Those things look pretty hot.
Oh,
there was
so
somebody
many
that
controllers,
commented after like because Colt Eastwood tagged me into a post and and he's in like because yesterday I said I was talking about the SpongeBob Xbox at $700, which is insane. And I was just like, it'd be really cool, if Xbox would use their own IP and make some special edition consoles like Diablo, Skyrim, and I just rattled off a bunch of names. And then that post blew up a little bit, and a lot of people either pissy or agreeing with me. And but after that had happened today, they posted about the Fallout controllers, and Colt was like, somebody there must be listening to you, and I'm just kind of like, sure, whatever, or something like that. But what I thought was interesting is when they posted that controller, somebody commented right after me and Colt were talking to each other, because I was just like, I just want Xbox to do good and be consistent. A dude chimed in and said, man, I really wish they would do these for Elite controllers. And I was like, booyah.
Bingo. That would add value. Not just don't just give me a blank black thing with extra triggers and whatever. Put some themes on it. Make it special.
Dope. It'd be amazing if they did that with Elite controllers. And what would be even cooler is like if you could send in your Elite controller, just so then they could do that without having to produce new controllers all the time. Like you just send it in, they do whatever design you want, and then send it back. I think that would be fire, right? And then they don't have to make all these different controllers in hopes that they sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can just say, hey, we have these 3 choices. Send your controller in if you want one of these. And maybe change it like every year or something like that. Just to kind of keep freshness with it and kind of keep that kind of limited feeling available.
Yes, the scattergun approach reduces the exclusive feeling that you're talking about, Ham, the limited feeling. And it reduces the focus. It's one of the reasons why manga is so like above comic books. Because with manga or anime, you know what the fuck you're talking about. With comics, there's like 7 Batman books running at the same time. You don't know what you're getting into. With manga, you want to talk about Goku, boom. This is the Goku story, and it is one story. You just get on the track and run with it. same thing with the whole controllers thing. I know it seems difficult to tie it back in, but if you only have, like you suggested, Ham, 3 levels or tiers of the control of special controllers, then people can now focus on what they want and need. But if you've got hundreds of controllers, then it's like, does this even matter? Let me just go and get the bargain basement Xbox controller and use that, because all they do is slap some paint on it, and then they charge me an extra $50 for it. Then you lose the whole exclusive feel. Drawn TJ with another super chat. Thank you so much, Drawn TJ. Says, I would get a Switch if the games ran 1440 at 60 FPS and the game art style is realistic and they used actual voice actors. Okay, so I'm with you for 50% of that. I'm with you with the 1440 60 FPS. The art style, I'm good with the anime style. I don't care about that. Like, Sifu is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm good with that. So I'm with you 50%. Yeah, I'm with you 50%. Ham, what's your take on Drawn TJ's solution for Nintendo getting rid of the emulation?
I like the. Are you talking about the super chat or
the super chat specifically?
Okay, so yeah, I'd be 100% down with 1440p 60. I think everybody and their mama would be happy with that. From
I might just get a Switch, dude.
I mean, really, those stats are better than the Steam Deck. So
yeah,
I mean, really, those stats are even actually better than the ROG Ally. The ROG Ally only goes up to 1080p.
Yeah.
So sure, now frame rate may differ because the ROG Ally can do up to 120 FPS, but I honestly think if the new Nintendo was strictly 1440 up to 1440p, because we gotta remember, look, up to is a thing.
Up
to 1440p. Up to 60 would be phenomenal.
Yeah, especially for.
But I just don't. If they're talking about doing, because I see Drawn TJ talked about realistic and stuff like that. You know, if you're expecting anything realistic to come out of a device like that at 1440p, it's probably going to be 30 FPS.
Also, we have enough The Last of Us simulators. All right, we're good.
And really, 30 FPS is not terrible on a small screen. Now, when you throw it into a dock, then it's rough.
I need a cup. Yeah, it's rough. Timmy, welcome in, Timmy. Blind Giant, welcome in. Mahalo, aloha, my friend. Welcome in. What are you eating, Blind? I'm curious. All right, but so Ham, your personal solution, because I gave mine. Drawn TJ gave his. Everyone else in the chat is also giving theirs. What's your solution for Nintendo to dissuade people from engaging with emulators and piracy? Not to say they're the same thing. I recently found out that emulation and piracy are 2 different things.
It's super duper simple.
Okay, go ahead.
Make a launcher on PC.
God damn.
That's it. That's literally it, because that's all it would take to be able to play games on my Steam Deck.
That'll do it. Make a launch on PC.
Done. And I can flip those stupid ass buttons that they have on the Switch.
Yeah, it's so.
Where the A is where the B is supposed to go, the X is where the Y is supposed to go. Like, I hate that shit.
Just they all, all 3 companies need to sit down, have a committee meeting and be like, guys, this is how we're going to map out the face buttons. Can we do that? Please, for the gamers.
If the new Call of Duty comes out and dive is where the A button is on the X controller, I'll never buy another Call of Duty for Nintendo ever again.
Well, I just want to apologize real quick because I made a request, Ham. I made a request to the game publishers to do something for our benefit. My bad. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that.
People hate it when you speak your mind. You know.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to convince them that making the face buttons uniform will net them like a 0.5% net gain in terms of revenue. That's what we need to figure out.
Drunk.
Fark, welcome in. Fark says planning a trip soon. What is Mozambique, Texas like? Is it nice this time? It's hot. It's hotter than Satan's balls this time
Texas
of year.
is, man. Texas is hot.
Jeez. You should come here like June or July. Then it's.
I remember I lived in Fort Worth.
Fresh.
It was hot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get like 45 degrees hot? Not Fahrenheit. I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like
I know you're talking
Celsius.
about Celsius. Oh yeah. Texas gets hella hot, bro.
Really?
Like
I
in,
wouldn't know
like
because I don't
in
live
Fahrenheit.
in
In Fahrenheit, it gets up to like $120.
Oh, okay. That's good to know because I've never been to Texas. So
No, you
this
have.
type of stuff. This is the type
You
of
just never
stuff
been to
that you
Fort
know.
Worth. You stay in Wakanda.
Wakanda, Texas. Okay.
Wakanda, Texas.
Geez, man, the chat is blowing up. Buenos
Chat's
dias,
moving.
Tay Talks. Welcome in, Spider-Man 356.
Why you call him Tay? It's Taye.
Sorry, my God, I keep forgetting.
You suck.
I keep forgetting.
It's like you hate it when people call you Luck or
Luke.
And here you are every
Actually, I
time
don't hate
Taye
it. I
pulls
don't
up.
hate it.
You call him
Dude,
Taye.
I don't hate it. No, Ham, I don't hate it. Remember, I actually made a point to always tell the person, no, it's fine. We'll chat live so I can get it live, get their pronunciation live. I don't hate it. It's entertaining.
Yeah,
This
okay,
is
whatever.
entertainment. All right.
The cat is strong with you today, I tell you.
Oh my goodness. Spider-Man wants me to get banned. What are you talking about? How can you ban me, Spider-Man? I'm the only one with the PlayStation in the screen right. Oh,
All the more reason to ban you.
What a jerk. Look, you're putting the puto in Maputo right now. Hey, yo, Danny. Hablas
Yes, you
español.
are.
Because the puto, the capital letter puto, it sounds very intentional. It sounds very, very intentional. Fark says, I love heat. Was in Nicaragua recently and it was 33 degrees. Wow, between 33 and 38. God, that's hot. That's very hot. Texas being so goddamn hot is why I didn't want to move back. Okay, all right. Oh shit. Okay, this is the last comment.
I heard you got kicked out of Sao Tome and Principe.
Sao Tome and Principe. No, I did not. I've just never been there. But one day,
I heard you got kicked out.
Dude, I could land there and they'll just give me a passport. Yo, Danny, claro que sí. I bet it is similar to Portuguese. Very, very, very similar. Like I watch the Spanish novelas, Mexicanos and everything with no subtitles. And I understand what they're saying. And if you watch the Brazilian novellas or the Portuguese novellas, you can understand what they're saying. So trust me, it's very similar. Anyways, before we start speaking here in Portuguese, let us speak about the Brazilian, the troublesome Brazilian. Who's this? Oh, okay, Ham, real quick.
What the hell are you talking?
The whole Sweet Baby thing, dude. That was a Brazilian that started it.
Oh, that's
só podia ser brasileiro. That's all I'm going to say. Só podia ser. Which, for anyone that doesn't know what that means, this could only come from a Brazilian people. They do not play. There's no mustard hearts in Brazil. There's no mustard. That's probably why there's so many Xbox fans in Brazil. Anyways, let's get into the topic. And this is a rapidly evolving one. I will be sharing some links on Twitter as the conversation goes. Novelas turcos son mejores? No. I don't like. No. Never liked them. Raichi, I'm sorry. Anyways, let's get into the article. Despite building despite building an entire business on forcefully injecting. Okay, so first off, before we even get into this topic, guys, Ham, this is coming from Bounding into Comics. I googled it, and no one, not one of the major publishers, has an article on the Sweet Baby controversy.
You think?
Do you have any thoughts on this?
Well, nobody wants to get canceled, so they're not going to talk about this. This is like a red flag area for companies. They don't want to take one side or the other because then they're going to have internal fights. So, yeah.
Ham, I didn't even have this as a topic, right? Or as a subtopic to the topic itself. But when I was doing research for today's show, I was like, okay, let me just quickly fire up some IGN. I'm sure this is on IGN. Nope. Okay, let me quickly go to VGC. Nothing. And then I went down the line of trusted sources as far as I'm concerned, and no one is saying anything. My problem with this entire
it's the Hollywood
thing,
effect.
Before you even get to which side should everyone be on, Ham, you are a video game. You're a site that covers video game news.
Mm-hmm.
The equivalent of a nuclear bomb went off on Saturday in the video game industry. It's Tuesday. The websites I brought up have at least 50 writers, and I'm being very generous. They have at least 50 writers on the payroll. Nothing. 4 days on, nothing. This is a problem, man. This type of stuff that makes me think, like, moving forward on our channel, maybe I don't cite these sites. I'm now questioning, openingly. Is that how you say it?
Openly.
I am openly questioning the integrity of every gaming site. Not entertainment site, because maybe they missed it, maybe something else happened.
It's amazing that you're questioning it now.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I've just kind of been saying.
Let's check the comments here, because I clearly you want to deep fry me today, but you can go ahead. Look,
I mean, I ain't saying
Ty,
nothing that you ain't heard.
Ty says, I don't know if that's controversial. I mean, the journalists likely don't think it is. They agree with what's happening. They might not like all the execution, though. And that's the point, Ty. I am beyond which side are you on as a journalist. That's not even what we're discussing. We're talking about something happened, guys. Something happened. No one's talking about it. Forget whether they agree with Sweet Baby, whether they disagree with Sweet Baby. This site, if you go to Sweet Baby, it's still up. This site has links to the biggest game publishers on the planet. Worked on the biggest AAA games that came out last year and before. These guys just got nuked this weekend on Saturday. And no one is saying anything about that.
I feel like you should explain what happened.
Okay, let's read the article. This is... despite building an entire business on forcefully injecting identity politics into video games, employees of the inclusion-focused narrative consultation company Sweet Baby Inc. are absolutely livid that a Steam user has begun taking steps to ensure the public knows exactly which specific titles they've worked on. So the TLDR, because I think everyone in the chat knows exactly what happened, but I'll give you guys the TLDR. The TLDR is that Sweet Baby Inc. is a company, right, that consults with big publishers and devs in gaming and tells them, it gives them sensitivity reading. So for example, Ham will want a story, right? He's making a game, and then he'll pick the protagonist, and the protagonist will, for some mysterious reason, be a white male. These consulting companies, or Sweet Baby Inc. specifically, will be like, maybe that's not a good look. Maybe instead of just being a white male, maybe it can be a white male that's gay, because that's diverse. Or instead of being a white male, maybe remove said white male and insert a black female. So until there, but that's where we're at. That's who Sweet Baby is. And then we have our Brazilian hermano. God, I feel up with this guy lixado. Sorry, I'm sorry, Ham. I'm sorry. It's coming out of me. It's just coming out of me. This guy, right? What is his name? Cabrutus. Cabrutus decided to go on Steam and make a curator list. For those who don't know, a curator list is like when Ham Solo, for example, let's say he likes Soulsborne games, but doesn't like going to Steam and then manually searching Souls games, because sometimes the search is wonky, right? It doesn't appear, it doesn't shortlist all the Soulsborne games. And then someone like me, for example, on the other side of the planet, I will take the time to carefully curate. These are Soulsborne games, proper Soulsborne games.
Yeah, it's like putting a tag on everything.
Exactly. Or these are games made by From Software, etc., etc. Cabrutus, El Brasileiro, decided to make the shortlist, but in his shortlist, he said these are the games that Sweet Baby has consulted with. Thing is, he didn't pull this list of games from his ass. He went to Sweet Baby's page, the official page. You guys can go to this page right now. And there's a list right now on Sweet Baby's page of those exact same games. All right. What he did was he went to that page, he made a link between the Sweet Baby page and the curator list on Steam. So anyone that wants to know which games have been consulted on by Sweet Baby can just consult that list. This had like 900 people. 900 people were on this curator list by Friday. Friday night hits. Who did it? Hold up, let me read here. God damn it. Maya, despite lists being curated both based on publicly... Okay, so here's the article. Let's take it from the article. Despite the list being curated both based on publicly available information, which is what I told you, with an intent to warn consumers, no different than those at the heart of similar Steam curator pages, which bring attention to censorship, de novo DRM, the fact that it centered on their work specifically led to a public outcry over its existence from Sweet Baby employees. So, the first was consultant Maya Felix Kramer, who voiced her objection to the page amidst a Twitter thread decrying the recent speculation that audiences' rejection of diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives have played some part in the ongoing wave of video game industry layoffs. Ham? This is Lego Butts' tweet. I don't know. Can you scroll down a bit? Can you scroll down so everyone can see that I'm not just slandering someone's name or whatever? Just go until the first tweet that you see. There we go. Oh, yeah. So here we go. Lego Butts. This person is directly linked to PR manager of Gamergate instigator Zoe Quinn. So for the people that have been talking about, oh, this is not Gamergate 2. This is literally Gamergate 2. It has the same people. It has the same Captain America. It has the same Thanos. It's the same characters. The company's different, but the people involved is the exact same people. So here's the first tweet. I get to see a lot of tweets somehow blaming diversity as the reason for layoffs, genuinely as if the economy was doing really great and capitalism simply worked before Miles Morales was Spider-Man. They also don't recognize Miles as Spider-Man. Ham, I'm gonna need you to come in here for a minute.
What do you want me to say, Loke?
Is diversity to blame? Do you think diversity is to blame?
No, that's a lame excuse. No.
It's not.
No.
All right. So we agree. Moving on to the next tweet. The weirdest part is when I see these takes from developers or people who have dev bios. At least, I don't know, it seems wild.
I'm just going to stop you real quick, Loke.
Well,
what I hate about shit like this is they take a minority and turn it into a majority. You hear me?
Yeah. So sorry. My internet skipped for a bit. They take a minority what?
I said they take a minority and they turn it into a majority. And they say we have a problem.
You're talking about gamers, the minority of gamers?
Yeah, they take a few people that are wild and disrespectful and say this is everybody. So we have to fix this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, it's not. Shut the fuck up. But continue.
And that applies both ways, brother. Because I'm not trying to be unfair. Because a lot of these diversity and equity and inclusion plans, and this might piss off some of the chat, right, including Taye and Raichi, some of these initiatives are necessary, Ham. Some of these initiatives have brought good results. And people like to use, or people are going to use Sweet Baby as an example to say this is why we need to get them all out. So the same way your Sweet Babies will shit on everyone that's a gamer, now everyone that's a gamer is now going to shit on everything that is DEI compliant.
Yeah,
which sucks.
I mean, it's either light on or light off for a lot of people. They don't usually see the gray in between, where it's like, personally, I see this Sweet Baby thing, and I'm like, some of that has some validity, right? Most rules have validity to them, but sometimes the punishment or the reset of said rule is just way too far, to the point where it's like you're affecting people that didn't do anything, or you're changing the way that something is for a few people to feel a little bit comfortable, because it's just kind of weird. But like I do see, like, in some areas where it's just like overblown, I can see where some sort of access or help or, you know, tap on the shoulder to say something could be valid. But I also think that a history of work or like some sort of, you know, I feel like there needs to be some sort of background check to make that make sense for somebody. So like if you're like a video game maker and you're on the level of like an EA or on the level of a 2K, sometimes you lose touch with society.
Yeah. You need someone there to help you.
So sometimes it's good to have somebody to help you to stay in touch, but at the same time, you have to make sure that it's not screwing up the whole reason that they're making this game. Or completely or here's one that's really important. Something that's already done and made, an IP well known and familiar to many, to be switched into something to make other people comfortable. That's where the biggest problem lies to me. New IP, it's not such a big deal because it's new, right?
Knock yourself out.
But exactly, knock yourself out. It's new. It's an idea. It's just like the problem that you had with like making Captain America black, right?
Man.
It's like, why not just make a new superhero that is maybe somewhat similar to Captain America, but
it's not Captain America.
Captain America.
And then what makes it worse is that you look at the other side and the white characters keep getting new characters that are awesome. The black characters just keep getting these characters that were popular in the 90s. Oh yeah, now you're black. Okay, but what's his name? No, not Peacemaker. What's his name? Homelander. Boom, he's white. And then there's the comic book from the Invincible cartoon or anime or whatever. Yeah. White characters. And these are new IP that are just blowing up, exploding. White characters. Black characters. Do we have some old IP? Yeah, there we go. We'll make them black. Make him black, make him gay. Make it a woman or whatever. You know, the South Park the South Park meme. Put a chicken in and make it gay. And to Taya's point, he reiterates your point, Ham. The problem isn't diversity. The problem is bad writing and forced diversity.
Facts.
Forced diversity, which also leads to bad ideas and bad writing.
Absolutely.
And this leads
because
back.
when you force the diversity, you're also forcing a whole different like way of doing something, right? Like usually when they force diversity, they usually have to go like ultra cultural into where it's like kind of weird, in my opinion, right? Because you'll see a lot of these like white superheroes that didn't have no culture. They didn't do no family lineage or anything like that. But then once the character becomes black, it's like fucking Wakanda forever. kind of shit. Like, I feel what you're saying.
And we're not idiots. We can see this. When there's a new white character, they're just a character, just a person living in the world. When it's a black character, they have to justify it. They have to justify their existence. They need
to fight the power
their entire
every time.
They need to, they need to bring their entire ancestry to bear, to exist, to have the right to exist. So you're doing more damage than good. Because what me and you were discussing, Ham, people notice this, people pay attention to this, and this removes the value of these new IPs. So what happens? Then you have situations of the Sweet Baby Inc. creator, the founder, explicitly saying at a meeting that she doesn't want new IP because no one cares for new IP if it's diverse.
No,
but
that's not true. That's insane.
But that's how she thinks, dude. That's she
insane.
thinks. Dude, for me, that's more than insane, Ham. That is what you call racist.
Yeah.
That is what you call racist. And I'm fucked.
It kind of is, because you're calling everybody dumb.
Pretty much.
Or you're saying everybody has the inability to think for themselves, so we need to tell them how to think.
Dude, what you're saying is that IP only has value if the white man built it. That's what you're saying. So it's only valid. She only wants Assassin's Creed. She only wants Call of Duty. She only wants the established IP that has been full of white characters to turn them black. Because people only buy those games. People don't buy new stuff. It's like, are you serious? Are you not paying attention? Stellar Blade, I don't know. Is that a sequel, Ham?
Yeah.
People are losing their minds over Stellar Blade. But okay. Spider-Man comes, says Blade game is black. Yeah. Blade is black. But that's not enough. Because remember the Blade movie ended from the leaked script. The Blade movie was supposed to end with Blade becoming Bladette. Huh? So it's not enough. It's never enough. But let's carry on at the article. Because this shit gets very weird. The weirdest part is when I see takes from developers or people who have dev bios at least. I don't know, it seems like wild that a dev would see thousands of layoffs and blame. Okay, this is still the layoffs thing. Okay, moving on. Another tweet. These people think a company of narrative designers that freelances on projects has somehow single-handedly caused the employment collapse in games instead of, insane notion of infinite growth or capitalist greed. It's easier to blame diversity than that somehow. See, with this specific tweet, I can agree with this. Anyone that thinks that diversity is causing the imminent collapse of the AAA space in gaming is insane. You're not paying attention. The reason it's all going to shit because everyone wants to be everyone wants to be Power World, everyone wants to be Fortnite. You can't do it. Everyone wants to be Call of Duty. You can't do it. All right. So Lego Butts, isn't a complete idiot? That's something.
No, that was a pretty good tweet.
Yeah, that was a good tweet. Next tweet. I still think it's way more likely that they know that's not the case and are just fine with looking stupid so long as it justifies them being loudly anti-woke, whatever that means. So you see, this is the type of stuff. Ham, if I disagree with you, insulting you will not bring me any closer to convincing you to agree with my viewpoint. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But I see this type of behavior, especially from those that claim to be victims. I see this behavior all the time. And it makes no sense to me, dude. You disagree with someone, you want them to agree with you, you insult them when talking to or about them. How is that going to bring you closer to your outcome? It's not. You're just building walls. It's immature and it's dumb. That's fucked up. Next tweet says the other part of this is it doesn't matter if you tell them the truth. They think DEI just steps in and changes whole games. That creators are forced by some unseen hand, the government, BlackRock, I guess, as well as just POC in general, to make games more inclusive. Ham, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is kind of what I was telling you earlier. Is in
the pre-show.
Yeah, in the pre-show. This is what I was telling you in the pre-show is that, like, to me, it's all about how they come together to utilize such ideas, right? So I don't complain, and this goes back to what you were kind of talking about earlier, where it's like people are either black or white, kind of got to look in the middle and find a balance. And I feel like what she's saying, or what this person's saying, he, she, whatever, whatever this person is saying is just saying that, hey, we're trying to maintain a balance here and not overdo it. And we're not able to overdo it. And I personally think if it is overdone, it's not their fault. It is the developer's fault at the end of the day, because it's their game. That's how I look at it. I'm not gonna sit there and blame somebody that is, you know what? If a car crashes, let's say your car, you're driving your car, it wrecks.
Yeah.
Are you mad at the person in the back seat or sitting next to you that gave you the idea to continue going straight right into that wall? Or did you decide to re-steer yourself? That's how I kind of look at this. Is they're just riding, in the passenger seat and telling you the directions. You don't have to go that way if you don't want to.
Okay, so
if you choose to go that way, it's on you.
So I finally found something for me and you to fight over, because this show is getting a bit boring.
You don't have to wait until I get my house shoes. I'll be right back.
God damn it! All right, you know what? Let me address a couple of these comments here. While Ham's gone. Big Mad Molo, can you tell me the original meaning of woke? So the original meaning of woke for me, right? And this is so weird, because first off, I always saw myself as someone on the left, and second, I always thought of myself as someone that was woke. So woke, the way I learned about it right in the beginning, was someone that knows what's really going on, someone that understands the message beneath the message. So when the corpos come out and speak, someone that's woke knows what's actually being said. That's what I understood as woke back in the day. Suddenly, it turned into something else. Like, for example, one of the examples of being woke was understanding that hip-hop music wasn't, the mainstream hip-hop wasn't really written by the artists, and they didn't really believe in what they were saying. I'm not going to state who specifically, but a lot of like the gangster stuff wasn't really what they were about, and you could see it from their previous CDs or cassettes, their mixtapes and whatever. You could tell that rapper X, this was him before, and then when he signed on the label, he became something else. So being woke was being aware of these two universes. That's how I see or saw woke back in the day. Then it shifted. Woke became something else. I don't know what the fuck it is now. I don't like the fact that it changed, but where there's life, there's change. It's one of my favorite Chinese proverbs or sayings or whatever.
What the fuck do you disagree with me with?
What's woke? Wait, before we get to it, what's woke to you? What's the
woke
original meaning?
To me, it's simple. It's just knowing the reality that you're in. No, it's really literally just that. Just understanding your surroundings, understanding what is good with society or bad with society, whether it is something that you agree with or not. It's just being, it's literally, I mean, it's two words: being aware. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you said, a lot of people have redefined it into meanings that are political instead of just what it is. Like it's like, remember when I don't know, you'd go to church and people would like get the Holy Ghost, and they'd be like, I can see what you're saying or whatnot. There's a version of woke for you right there. It's like, oh, I found Jesus.
Yeah,
they woke in that sense.
Or an analogy for the kids to understand. I think they'll understand it. The Matrix. That was a perfect allegory for being woke. The woke people took the red pill. The woke people understood that your job is a vehicle for financial freedom. The people that took the blue pill think their job is the goal. But we're now we're going all the way left.
Great, she nailed it.
What's he say? Let's drop Sweet Baby. It's time for sweet liberty. Oh, you guys think because you took down one little minion, you think it's over? Oh, you guys beat the first boss in Dark Souls 3, and you want to celebrate? Okay.
No.
Sure.
This is one of those like, I hoped you saved your mimic for the second half.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those ones. All right.
Because it's about to get way worse.
I hope you haven't used up any Estes flasks or anything. I hope you didn't get one hit on you because it's about to get real.
Hopefully you got about 4 flasks left. It's gonna be a long fight.
Or 6, like level up that shit. Ham, where me and you disagree is when you say ultimately it's the devs' fault.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think that's how it works because, well, from the limited interactions I've had with developers and a couple of people that have been in management of games that came out. Black John says Melania. Yep. The point for me, Ham, is that devs are not responsible for most of what happens in the game because the execs, the management, the project
that's what
managers,
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people that are actually working on the game. I'm talking about the people that run the development company.
Okay, so those are not the devs, bro.
I call them devs, but like that. I mean,
I think it's fair to we need to separate the chattel here. All right, we need to address management. Devs are just the talent. Unfortunately, they don't get to decide nothing. It's management that decides that we're going to shoehorn all of this microtransactions into this perfectly good game. We're going to do this, and there's nothing devs can do about that. Can we agree?
Well, of course, but they work at that company. I mean, it's just like working at Walmart, right?
Yes.
You got to wear these pants. You got to wear your name tag. You got to greet people this way, right? Or else you don't get paid. So, I mean, I'm already knowing that part, and I already know that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it goes to those developers or were developers, whichever one you want to call, or money hatters or whatever. Yeah, the top level of management, whether they want to greenlight this or not. The thing about stuff like this is, the reality is there is a social score. There is a social score that sometimes will help you get more funding for a game and stuff like that. So if you include this, that, and a third, you may get more funding and also get more advertising or free advertising or yada, 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 right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's just like in the benefit of the developer, or they try to make it into the benefit of the developer to change something to kind of help out in the sense of, people getting paid on time, or people getting the right amount of money, or having more time to work on this without throwing out a broken game or something like that. But you have to abide these. It's literally the same thing as signing a contract, right? Like as soon as you sign that contract, you're giving them the rights to finagle a little bit in specific areas if the contract is written tight enough.
Yeah, but because me and you are aware of the nuances of the relationships in this chain of development, we can't be disingenuous. Even though the devs that make the game are responsible for what they make, we know they don't make the decisions of what they make. So we can't be disingenuous and unfair to them, you know? Yobi brings up a good choice,
Absolutely.
a good point here. He says, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was supposed to be only Cassandra as the main character, but management bullied their team into changing it before because they felt a female lead couldn't sell the game. So if that can
Which is
happen,
wild.
It's crazy. It's like, anyone met Lara Croft? Bayonetta? Samus? Anyone? Anyway, point is, if this can happen here, it can happen the opposite. The opposite can happen, right? But let's carry on with the tweet because it's about to get hot now. The tweet storm is about to get Texan hot. That's how hot it's about to get. Icon Video Games, welcome in. So Lego Butts, weird name, very strange name, just like Sweet Baby. Anyway, continues to say, fighting misinformation would be great, but social media plus YouTube is not equipped to hold people accountable to doing real research in good faith, just getting hits and proving their point in the absence of confirmation. It's wild out there. Nothing has changed. Nothing. Ham, the Brazilian went to your website, took your information that is publicly available, put it on a curator list, and this person needs to be held accountable. For what? Free marketing. What's happening here? They carried on to say, sorry, no one thing has changed. The number of people who understand that spreading misinformation, again, your information that is publicly available, just lets them be racist in public with no consequence, has increased dramatically. That has changed, probably requires some fighting from those with authority. Ham, we're officially racist. How do you feel about
this?
This
This is the part of the conversation where it's like, all right, relax. where it's like, what? Relax. It's like, I need context when you say stuff like this.
You disagree with me, so you're racist. That's the end of the conversation.
Oh no. And see, that's the problem, right? I mean, that's literally the problem that you're fighting right there.
Yes.
Is labeling.
Yes.
If you don't want people to label you,
it's okay when I do it.
Why are you going to label?
Because it's okay when I do it.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like bringing a flamethrower to like a fire. It's like, are you trying to stop the flame, or are you trying to just make it bigger? And like, obviously, if you bring a flamethrower to a fire, your intent is not to stop the fire. It's to make the fire bigger. So like, in my opinion, it's just like, so you're asking for a list. You want a list of people so you can tell people that there shouldn't be lists of people. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. This isn't the way to attack this. But the thing is we as human beings have been literally fighting this since like the beginning of time.
Yes. Yeah, since communication started, this has been a shit show.
I want you to feel free. That's what it just sounds like to me. I want you to feel free, but you're really not. I want you to to stop making fun of me, but I can definitely make fun of you because you do something that I don't agree with.
Yes.
So it's
Rules
just like,
for thee.
I mean, at some point you just kind of gotta like, I mean, it sounds terrible, and I've seen this in like a street documentary, and yeah, it just sounds flat out terrible. But I was watching the street documentary, and they were talking about like the wars, the like gang wars in Sweden and stuff like that. And the guy was, and this woman asked, this news reporter woman asked this guy, he's like, so is there any way that we could get peace between the gangs here?
Okay.
And the guy is like, no, probably not. And he's like, and then she's like, so what do you recommend that they do? And the guy was like, unfortunately, you're gonna have to let them kill each other until they're gone.
Damn. And if they keep having children.
Exactly.
Actually,
I mean, it sounds terrible, right? But
it's
at the
truth
same
on the
time,
ground.
it's just like, you can't, unless you're willing to go in there and just put them in jail for nothing. There is literally nothing you can do but but distance yourself as much as possible away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
much
terrible, but it's the reality.
There isn't a good solution. Yeah, there isn't a good solution. As for Yobi's point here in the comments, says, let's be real, a lot of video games from the first to current day era, it's less diversity in character leads, same with movies, etc. Ham, do you have anything to say here? Because I have a response for Yobi, or do you want to go first?
Go ahead.
Yobi, like me, Ham and Taye and others have mentioned before, the issue is not diversity in and of itself, brother. The problem is how you do it. No one was bitching when they first made Shaft. What was it, the 70s, the 80s, Ham, when they made Shaft? No one was bitching.
I thought it was like the 60s. Or
I don't know when they made it. I know
70s.
They made it a long time ago. I wasn't alive. No one was bitching. It's just a dude doing whatever.
Dolomite, motherfucker.
All right? But imagine if Shaft started as a straight white male. How would the world react? Imagine if Shaft was depicted as a near perfect character, no character development. All of his powers or abilities of deduction from the go. And the only thing that was holding him back was the man. Imagine how Shaft would have been received. Blade, more recent. Wesley Snipes. No one gave a fat fuck about societal whatevers in that movie, whether it was writing or the acting, and we loved it. There was even that part, Ham. I'm thinking about a part that did have a little sprinkling of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and some activism in it. Remember when Blade is in the hospital, he's trying to save someone, and he's killing vampires, and the cops shoot him. And you can kind of push it to the cop shot him because he's a black man. But it was such a subtle and small thing that lasted for 5 seconds. No one took notes. We all kept it pushing. We all had a good time with the movie. But now they will stop an entire game to talk about, oh, but you know, this is happening because of the patriarchy. Bro, I didn't just leave work. I didn't put my kids to sleep. I didn't just tell my wife to just give me an hour so I could listen to this drivel. If I needed this, I would turn on CNBC or whatever the political channels you guys have in the States. I'm not watching your channels. I'm here to play a video game. Ham, I'm playing Remnant 2 right now. And this is a small thing, but it trickles down. Did you notice how they call you they the whole time? I noticed they call me they, and I'm like, I'm right here. I'm not in the past tense. I'm here in the room with you. Why are you referring to me as they? I picked my gender. What's going on? Anyone that's not paying attention to whatever is happening in the States politically will be like, maybe the localization team fucked up because they don't understand English. Because they does not refer to a singular person.
But keep in mind, I'm also the one that spammed A until.
Yeah, you weren't paying attention to the story.
Nope. I just
unfortunately for me, I pay attention to the story. So I fucked up. Cheers, Yobi. Cheers, bruv. All right, let's move on here. So the next tweet. Lego Butt says, for example, at Steam doesn't have guidelines for curators, as far as I can tell, that would prevent someone from starting a curation group that focuses on, say, Sweet Baby Inc. and warns people to not buy games they're associated with, which could just list any game at all. It's funny because the community notes from Twitter, if you scroll lower, tells them that the curator uses Sweet Baby Inc.'s website for their source.
Oof. Yikes.
Check that out. You try and turn the narrative. Like this person is this and this and this, and then
what I don't agree with is the whole like circle with the X and like being like pissy about it. Like to me, I feel like something like this should be labeled just like when they were talking about if AI is in the game, Steam will let you know, right?
Yeah.
So I just think it should just be a thing just to keep you informed. It shouldn't be a thing to try to push you away from it. You know what I mean? It should just tell you the information and let you decide.
I disagree, Ham.
Why would you want something literally
let me tell
saying,
you why.
Don't come here and look, don't play this.
Let me tell you why. Ham.
Okay.
Because freedom of speech. You cannot sit there and tell me people are only allowed to say good things about Xbox.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give people the opportunity to think for themselves instead of drawing a circle and saying and throwing a slash over it. You're saying don't do it when in reality, I just think just it saying Sweet Baby had something to do with this game, AI is in this game, yada yada, just under the stats of what helped produce this game. I mean, I think to me that's good enough. You telling me don't touch this has Sweet Baby on it, that's a little over the top to me.
Nope. I think people are allowed to say
it's like a rating system to me almost.
Nope. People are allowed to say they don't like something. That's
if they're reviewing it, sure. But to advertise it, right? I mean, imagine
they're reviewing. They've reviewed the ethics and the morals of what Sweet Baby stands for, and they're against that. So they made a list that says, don't play this if you don't agree with what Sweet Baby stands for. What's wrong with that?
I don't know. To me, that's just like walking into a store with a bunch of stickers and just sticking those stickers on those specific games. I think it's a little weird.
Okay, so I agree with that analogy. That's not a good thing.
That's
you know
what
what's
this
fine,
is.
Ham? No,
It's a digital sticker.
No.
You're not telling them that
You know
it's
what the
just
right
Sweet
analogy
Baby. You're
is?
saying don't play this because it's Sweet Baby.
You know what the right analogy is, Ham? The store is selling whatever, right? You went on the other side of the street, the other side of the town. You went to a random roof on another building in another state.
That's not what this is.
You put up a big ass sign saying the games at that store suck. These guys did not go to Sweet Baby's website and vandalize it. They didn't go to Sweet Baby's Twitter and harass anyone. They didn't even go to Sweet Baby's page on Steam and harass them. What they did was they created their own page and put up their information and their opinion of the games that Sweet Baby has consulted on. When did they invade? Because that analogy of yours is beautiful. Walking into someone else's store and then vandalizing, putting up whatever signs. That is a beautiful analogy. Now, what I want to know from you is, when did they invade Sweet Baby's space? Because even in this story, even in this whole story, if you read the story, these guys were over there in Steam, handling their own business, keeping it pushing with their 9,000 followers. Sweet Baby employees are the one who brought the heat to them. And then it went from 0 to 100. So tell me, in your analogy of someone invading your space, when did the Brazilian curator invade Sweet Baby's space?
Like I said, I'm just gonna reiterate the same thing. I'm sorry, Loke, but Ray Cheese says it right there in the chat. They are like a gluten-free list. Really, it is.
Yeah.
Really, it is. But nobody's standing and saying gluten-free stuff sucks. It's just on there to let you know that this is gluten-free.
Okay, Ham. The thing is, with that philosophy, I need to take down my video on Suicide Squad.
Why?
Because I said I didn't like it. Because I recommended anyone that watched that video, I was very clear saying that was a shit product and no one should interact with it. I need to pull that down. Everyone that has ever said anything bad about any product, athlete, movie, food, anything, anyone that has never that was not explicitly endorsing anything needs to pull it down, following that philosophy that you just brought up.
Not exactly. No, because they know you said it. Who is this person?
Cabrutus.
So he came out and said, "I did it."
Yeah. We have the Twitter ads. We're going to continue the story, but if you scroll down, let's scroll down. Let's continue the story so you can see here. It's Kindred, another Sweet Baby employee, wrote the Steam curator harassment group Sweet Baby Inc. detected. So now they're being labeled as harassment group. How? Ham? They took the information from your page. They linked it to a Steam page saying that everything that you put on your page is true. These are the games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on. Now, by making that connection, it's harassment. Okay? It's led by this person.
It's not harassment. It's just telling that, see, what you were talking about, Loke, when you said game sucks or whatever, that is an opinion. This is not an opinion. This is saying this goes to this.
Yes, that's all they did.
The only part that's an opinion is the circle with the cross in it. That's the only part that's an opinion.
Which, in my opinion, is okay, Ham. Because if we can't say what we what we agree with. If we can't say what we don't agree with, then we're living in a dystopian world. Then, like I told you in the pre-show, if we live in a world where people can't disagree, then me and you are out there in the field, brother. We are out there picking it, because the people that spoke on the fact that it was wrong for us to be out there in the field would never get that chance, following this philosophy of thou shalt not criticize, thou shalt not have wrong think. That's why even
we
if
get
someone
122 people here.
What? What?
How
It
the hell
must
did
be
we
a
get
glitch.
122 people here? That's wild.
Must be a glitch. Anyway, Ham, let's carry on. So it's Chris Kindred follows up on Lego Butt's tweet saying, the Steam curator, and they're atting this guy, because why are they atting Steam, Ham? Why are they atting Cabrutus Rambo? Why? We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Let's figure it out. Let's get to the bottom of it.
The at Steam curator harassment group Sweet Baby Inc. detected is led by this person at Cabrutus Rambo. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported. Even with the discriminatory language filed off, the group itself still fails the code of conduct.
Oh,
they followed up.
You must be outside of where are you reading this from?
I'm reading the actual article. Just keep scrolling after Lego Butt's last tweet. There you go. That one.
Is it this one?
There. That's a tweet. Yeah,
Okay,
It's just not on dark mode. It's not on dark mode. All right, so this is what they said. And then they followed up saying, anyway, report the fuck out of this group.
Yo. Salty.
That's the word you're gonna go with, Ham. And then he says, and report after that, he says, and report the creator since he loves his account so much. What are you attempting to do? What are you trying to achieve here? Tell me, Ham.
What do you mean? What am I trying to achieve?
No, I'm saying, what is this person trying to achieve by doing this, in your opinion?
Kind of curious what you have to say about that.
Dude, is this because you live on the wrong continent? All right, it's fine. First off, I just want to say, Cabrutus Rambo, não sei se estás a assistir, mas parabéns, meu irmão. Continua a fazer isso. What I see here is that this person clearly was atting Steam and atting Cabrutus Rambo on Twitter, going completely against the terms of service of harassment, because this is harassment. Going specifically,
it's rough.
The person.
Keep going.
Keep going. Definition of harassment. This person is literally trying to get Cabrutus Rambo first, trying to get the Steam page reported and removed, and second, trying to get their Twitter page reported and removed.
You know why I didn't want to speak on it first, Sloke?
Go ahead.
Because I've said it like 5 times already.
Did you?
Yes. You brought a flamethrower to a fire. Stop.
Oh, God.
You cannot be like, I need help. I'm being harassed. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Like, you can't do that. You can't harass and then ask for somebody's help because you're being harassed. It's like it's just like school, bro. Like, you're bullying somebody.
Yeah.
And nobody feels bad for the person you're bullying.
Yes.
But then you get bullied and you're looking around for help.
People are like, no.
They're like, oh, look at this person getting a taste of their own medicine.
Actually, people are reaching in to give you like 1 or 2, bro. Someone that's been waiting, they also putting in a punch or 2. Ham, this for me is why, like,
Friendly fire. That's what it is. Friendly fire.
It's not even. It's backfiring. That's what it is. Personally, we don't get political on this channel often, but I'm going to be honest. I've always been someone that's left-leaning. I was always against like the extremist church stuff that that was going on in the 90s and 80s and early 2000s. I was like, that's some wild stuff. It's too much, right?
Sure.
I've always been a libertarian. Anyway, left-leaning. But this is the type of stuff that started happening around 2013, 15, 16 or something like that. That just had me like, something's wrong here. I don't feel comfortable because unfortunately, right, I was raised in a time where they told us that racism is an act. It's not a skin color. It's not a construct. Racism is an act. So I don't believe in racism. I don't support racism. Whether it's white people perpetrating it, whether it's black people perpetrating it. Yes, black people can be racist. I don't like the act of racism.
Some of the most racist people I met are black.
I don't. What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Okay. Our ESG score is low enough, so you don't have to tell me a story. All right, you can tell me in the backstage when it's just the two of us. Point is, I don't like sexism. And the way I was raised, men can be sexist, women can be sexist. Sexism is an act. Racism is an act. It's not a skin color. It's not a gender, right? And I started feeling it around 14, 15, that the people that I support kind of turning into the tyrants. And I'm not okay with that. So personally, I don't identify with this type of behavior. If you disagree with someone, it's their right to be able to speak and disagree with you. The problem is when you start harassing or they start harassing you. I don't think that that Cabrutus harassed anyone. I think that Chris Kindred definitely did harass Cabrutus. But let's carry on here with the tweets and the story of how things.
A couple more.
Yeah. So since beating his chest so publicly, Kindred has both deleted all of his above tweets on this topic and set his account to private. Ham, a new term that you and the Black Vikings taught me, mustard heart. This is it right here. Mustard heart. The official Sweet Baby Inc. Twitter account has also locked their account. Amity, I need to say this, and it's probably going to offend some people. We might lose some subscribers, but I need to get it off my chest.
Get it.
If you're doing something bad, that's when you hide.
Are you telling me I do that?
No, I'm saying if anyone is doing something bad, that's how you know that they're doing something bad. They hide.
Oh, right. It's a natural child reaction.
Yeah, your actions expose you. Because I've been wrong about takes. I've had some takes that I've been wrong about. I've never run away. I've never locked my account. I've never blocked a whole bunch of people. I just took the L and kept it moving.
I can't say the same. I can't say the same.
I've block people?
Done that to learn that I don't have to do that.
Ah, okay.
And I'm talking about like probably around like early high school, like before like MySpace and stuff like that. When I got kicked out of school and whatnot, yeah, I did that then. When I got kicked out of school from Park Middle School, I kind of like, you know,
damn.
But then I realized I didn't really do anything wrong. So then, you just have to live and learn sometimes. And sometimes takes many years for certain people
Lots
to live
of-
and learn. Or some people don't learn at all. They just, continue to run on the wheel and expect some sort of different result to happen.
And also, you don't expect this behavior from a company.
Oh, yes, you do.
From a company,
A lot of companies are soft as fuck. A lot of companies are
shutting
soft
down.
as fuck.
locking their account.
Bro,
Locking their account.
did Naughty Dog not just stop any sort of reply to any of their tweets?
Blocking replies is level 1. It's like DEFCON.
Yeah.
DEFCON 4.
I mean, that's weak
DEFCON
compared
4.
to this.
Dude, this
But
is like
it's
DEFCON
still
1,
on
bro.
the level of shut the fuck up. We don't care what you have to say. Leave me alone. I'm gonna act like this didn't happen.
Yeah, but again, it's levels to
Nothing's
it. Right?
wrong over here.
But it's levels to it, It's levels to it. When there's bad microtransactions.
This isn't the Naughty Dog thing
mention.
wasn't an atrocity.
Yeah, but this.
But it was not good.
Dude.
Just like when you say something ain't great, it's just good or decent.
Yeah.
The Naughty Dog thing wasn't an atrocity, but it was rough.
Kind of bad.
It's rough.
Well, what's this now?
This is closer to atrocity.
This is an admission, Ham. I say believe.
Admission to failure.
I say believe what people do more than what they say. And when the employees of Sweet Baby and the official Sweet Baby account do this after what happened during the weekend, the same way the inaction of IGN, VGC, The Verge, Kotaku, etc., the same way their inaction exposes what they're really about, Sweet Baby locking their account exposes what they're about as well. Because if there was an misunderstanding here, we could have had a conversation.
Right, exactly. You threw in the towel and said, I can no longer function.
No longer.
When I see people close their account or run off or play the whole game of ignore, it's them saying that it's pretty much them saying that, hey, I literally am broken. I like I don't know how to interpret or not interpret. I don't know how to relay my message properly at all.
Yeah.
And that's what most of these kind of issues are. The issue that they were trying to get to the bottom of in the first place was trying to figure out a better way to communicate to society, right? But they can't communicate to society. So why give them the opportunity to help if they don't even know how to help?
And that was exactly where I was going with this. Bro, I trust human beings to always uplift the best ideas. Sure, we have uplifted terrible ideas, but on average, as a race, as a species, we have uplifted the better ideas. If Sweet Baby have good ideas, all they had to do was present them. And if their ideas were put under the sun, like Asmongold likes to say, the sun was going to purify them to everyone. And we'd all be sitting back saying, you know what? Maybe we were wrong. Let's give them a go. Let's give them a chance. Let's give them another chance. But when you do what you did and you step back, what you're doing is you're saying that all these people that are saying whatever the fuck they've been saying for all these days is true. And that's why I'm pissed off at the silence from IGN, VGC, The Verge, Kotaku, whatever. Because now, when people are shitting on these gaming websites that I'm not even gonna lie, I love these websites. I like what they provide, the service that they provide, the entertainment that they provide. the platform that they provide. Their silence makes it so when someone like me wants to cap for IGN, someone can just come get my kneecaps, and there's nothing I can say. Tomorrow, when another Sweet Baby rocks up with good intentions, that company is going to get kneecapped by the gaming industry. Why? Because Sweet Baby didn't stand up for these awesome ideas that they have for gaming. That's my real problem. And Ham, I just DM'd you the number of people that are subscribed to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. Can you put that up real quick for everyone to bask in, I guess? Because this is
talking about the Stuttering Craig?
Yes. It's at 136,000 people. Before Sweet Baby started shitting on
This?
El Magnifico Cabrutus. No, dude. Don't click on his account. Click on the post that he put in there for the counter.
Oh, wow.
It's 100. That's the live counter, everyone. That's 136,000. If Sweet Baby had kept their mouth shut, this maybe would be 15,000 right now. This wouldn't even be a topic on this podcast and on hundreds and thousands of other channels on YouTube. This wouldn't have registered. But look at it. It's 136. This is not going to stop. Having racist employees kind of disarms what good you planned. Ham, do you agree with me that Sweet Baby has good intentions? Can we agree that Sweet Baby and other companies like them have good intentions? They're just executing it.
Are made with the intention of good, but the way they get displayed is usually the problem. And we've said that about many of video games. What did we say? What did we say about Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy? Great game, right?
Yeah.
But it was advertised horribly. So everybody just expected horrible. The way that you go about describing or, showing yourself off or whatever, you look at this as a piece of a resume, right? When people say check the Carfax, they're not checking it to be like, that's cool to see. No, they're checking it to see what the hell this thing has been through. When you have a resume and you show it to somebody, your intention is good, right?
Yeah.
When you get there and you can't perform 90% of what you put on your resume, what then? Cat's out the bag.
There's no taking that genie back in. Ham, check your DMs. I just sent you something else, some audio for everyone to sample. Because we've been talking a lot about the article from Bounding into Comics and our personal opinions, but I think it'll be pertinent to listen from the founder of Sweet Baby Inc. herself or themselves. I don't know if they identify as she or they or whatever.
All right, just a second. I'm pulling it up.
All right. While you put it up, there's other comments I'd like to talk about here. Okay, you already pulled it up. Go ahead.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want. If you're a creative working in AAA for many, many years, put this...
Terrify them.
That's
Scare them.
insane to say.
With a straight face, bro.
That is insane to say. That's like pretty much war speech. No, I'm dead serious.
Are you saying
You're
it's a
saying
culture
use
war?
the tactic of fear to get what you want. That is really bad. That's like saying, I gave you my resume. Now I kicked the glass in on the 52nd floor and I said, hire me or else I'm jumping.
Yeah, exactly. And then
And it's
as
your
I'm falling,
fault.
everyone is gonna know that this is your fault.
Right. That's nuts. Shall we continue?
No, I just want to talk about this, the whole scaring thing. The same way I told you, or not told you, but the same way I asked you, if me and you disagree, why would you think that insulting me would get you closer to making me agree with you? It makes no sense.
It doesn't, but that's kind of a natural reaction, unfortunately. And
Right?
like, I mean, it's like what I posted yesterday about, Xbox making the SpongeBob thing. And I was just like, I'd like to see something more adult. And so a bunch of people, came into, the mentions and whatnot and were like, what's wrong with SpongeBob? Something must be fucking wrong with you. You didn't have a good childhood if you don't like SpongeBob. And it's like, I never said I didn't like SpongeBob at all. I actually think SpongeBob is hilarious. I just want something that's tailored more to me, and this isn't it.
Yep.
But people don't see that, and even if you tell them that, they'll still figure out some sort of way to not really say anything but insult you at the same time. So for me, it's just like, I'm not even gonna waste my time arguing or saying anything back to this person because they're already pissed. They're already angry, and me responding will just continue a worthless conversation.
Yeah. And there's nothing to be gained from the conversation.
No. But the people I did respond to that disagreed with me, that said something appropriate, like, hey man, I would absolutely buy that. But I kind of see your point. But can you maybe elaborate why this isn't quite good enough for you? Basic conversation of questioning somebody as to why they feel a certain way, not to attack them, but just to understand.
Gee.
We have a problem with people that are willing to understand instead of, just count something out.
You guys have a problem with disagreeing, Ham. That's what you guys have a problem with. You guys cannot walk away from a conversation and being like, that person thinks completely opposite to me, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to block this person. I'm not going to report this person. I'm not going to put them on a weird list. I'm not going to quote tweet them and try and dunk on them. Nothing. I just have a completely opposite view to that person, and that's fine. The world is not going to end. I don't need a comfort pillow. I don't need to call my therapist. Nothing. Life just keeps on moving. That is what specifically. That's a good one. Also put up that's a good one. Do you want to read it out, Ham?
Go ahead.
So Savage here says we can disagree and still be friends. And then Uso tweets and says, most of my good friends I disagree with on a daily basis, but it doesn't change the fact that they're they're really good people. It's that simple, people. We cannot disagree anymore. Hey, Mr. Joanna Duck, my brother in Kojima, welcome in, brother, welcome in. That's the big problem here. We
and
can't
then,
disagree.
of course, you'll see what I put.
What you put in there?
Damn. I didn't click on the thing. That's why.
God.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, God damn, why did I have
Man's been
so far?
tweeting up
right
a
here.
storm. I can't see it. Can you scroll a little lower? I'm seeing the hits, like, and subscribe. Scroll. God damn it. Oh, I love to disagree with people that aren't bitches.
Of course.
Wow, Ham. I was a bit salty.
It's just like, if you're gonna be a bitch about it, I don't want to talk to you.
It's kind of salty.
But like, if you want, like, it's just like, it's why it's why I offered RJ onto Behind Them Sticks, because we were able to completely disagree.
Yes.
On multiple subjects.
Yes.
And he kept his cool like a G.
Yep.
Even though I was going nuts on the mic.
Ripping him,
his
man.
composure, kept it cool, and kept it pushing. And
I tried to pull you back
man,
a couple of times, Sam.
And I was like, man, I don't see all of his points, but God damn, I respect that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Together. Yep. You
like,
have
God
to keep
damn,
the door
I respect
open.
that, man. It makes me want to root for you as a person, because you can see that we don't agree, but it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't affect you.
Can I be an asshole, Ham? Can I be an asshole for 2 seconds?
I mean, you're all. I mean, it's 24/7, so I don't know what you're changing about it now.
Ham, the only reason you're able to do that with RJ is because he's African.
That's not true. Is Benny African?
Who?
Is Benny African? How about you go to the How about you go to the
what?
What's that motherfucker called? How about you go to the Democratic Republic of Congo? Why don't you go to Congo with that attitude?
Ham, let me tell you something.
Why don't you go to Congo with that? Why don't you go to Libya? Why don't you go talk
let me
to them
respond.
folks in Libya?
Let me respond. If you go to Libya, if you go to the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then you tell them that you completely disagree with their take about a video game, or about a video game curator, or a fucking whatever Sweet Baby Inc. is, do you know what they're all going to say? I don't give a fuck.
No, you know what I'm saying, though. I'm talking about something that they would know about.
I'm talking about agreeing or disagreeing on video games. That's what I'm talking about. It's called
I'm talking about agreeing or disagreeing in general.
Keep it on
you just generalized all of America and said everybody cannot
God damn it,
hold the L, right? So if I go to some bum ass place, if I go to some bum ass town in Iowa that has nothing to do with video games, and I ask them the same thing that you just requested me ask the Democratic Republic of Congo, then I might get the exact same answer, Lo.
Oh, fine. Iowa is kind of based anyway. It's fine. Iowa is based. Pick another city.
Anything about Iowa.
Pick another city. Pick another city to the west. Pick it. Yobi is laughing his ass off in the chat. All right. Anyways, Ham, this whole thing, I think, is only going to get worse, because I've seen some people talking about celebration. I didn't bookmark those tweets specifically, but I think the dumbest thing anyone could do right now is celebrate and think that it's over. You've won the war. We have won the war. Does that make sense to you? Or do you think this is it? This is the big dub, and this is going to turn the train around. It's going to be Stella Yams every day. Like the ugly
this
female
is the Yuzu
protagonist
situation.
Oh, exactly. Hydra. Hail Hydra. That's what it is. I agree with you. For anyone that doesn't know what the Yuzu situation is, Yuzu was down for 6 hours. There's 2 fresh versions out before it's even like 24 hours gone. So as far as Sweet Baby is concerned, anyone celebrating this, just make peace with it. All right, you've won a little insignificant war. We probably haven't won anything, man. No contracts have been cancelled as far as Sweet Baby is concerned, right? Nothing really has happened. They've just protected their accounts. In fact, and this is now where I now walk into my Sweet Baby defense mode, but it's not really Sweet Baby. I want to defend free speech right now. I think the current outcome, as it stands right now, Sweet Baby has taken an L, but gamers have also taken an L. And communication has taken an L.
Well, that's the biggest L.
The communication, correct?
Yeah, the communication part's the biggest L.
Yeah, because no one should be celebrating us taking the voice of Sweet Baby away. This is bad for everyone. This is the same as if we woke up tomorrow and then we found out that Elon Musk did not buy Twitter, and Twitter was still owned by extremists on the left, and people like Az and people like Critical Drinker were permanently banned off Twitter. We would be bemoaning the death of free speech. The concept is still alive and well in this specific instance, because taking the mic away is not a solution. The solution is to let everyone say their piece. The bad ideas get torched and lit on fire. The good ideas get uplifted. But the people behind the ideas should never be burnt. The people should not be affected. It's the ideas we should be fighting, not the people. Because anyone celebrating this, you are the tyrant that you've been shitting on from before Elon Musk rocked up on Twitter. You have become the evil that you've been shitting on for all these years. If you are celebrating Sweet Baby Inc. leaving and blocking their account and becoming secret, because what's going to happen now, Ham? Tell me if I'm lying, Ham. What's being said now is all the other offshoots of Sweet Baby. Don't tell people what you do. Don't tell people who you are. Don't tell people what you're up to. Nothing. Stay in the shadows. Continue to influence games in the shadows. Don't you ever come out here and explain why you want to do whatever you want to do and have a civil conversation. That is what the gaming community as a whole has communicated, not only to Sweet Baby Inc., but all the other DEI compliant companies like Sweet Baby. Because make sure, you should be sure, right? I guarantee it. There's at least another 20 Sweet Babies out there, between gaming, Hollywood, sports, etc. All arms of entertainment have their own Sweet
social
Baby.
Scores out there. That's a real thing.
Yeah. So I just wanted to add, I wanted to end to today's show on that specific rant, Ham.
Okay.
I'm not happy with people that want to go around taking victory laps. So, dude, we all took an L. We all take an L when freedom of speech, whether from the right, whether from the left, as soon as you shut down any side, we all lose. we all lose. And with that, Ham, do you want to say anything before we do our outros?
No, I'm all set.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, and also the random
show.
120 people that just showed up. Thank you so much for coming through. Make sure to like and subscribe. We do this every Tuesday, me and Mr. Ham Solo. The show's called The Lowdown. Wednesdays, we don't have a podcast, but Ham Solo does a 2-player podcast on Matt Likes Games channel. Thursdays is Behind Them Sticks with Mr. Ham Solo interviewing various personalities within gaming. Ham, who specifically are you interviewing to get to know this week?
Innate.
And Nate. Awesome. Make sure to come through on Thursday. Friday, we do bullsitting. Me, Ham, Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, and a special guest. Still haven't locked that one down, but I promise I'll have someone by Friday. Saturdays, we're off. Sunday, I do the gaming log where usually it's just me, just chopping it up, talking about video game stuff, sometimes comic books, movies, etc. Looking at like TV shows, like the Halo stuff. And then Mondays, it's the crossover with Ham Solo and K Mega, alternating between TSWS and K Mega's channel. Ham, this past week, were you on K Mega's channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. You're talking about for the crossover? No, we're here.
The crossover. Okay. So the yesterday it was a crossover on TSWS. So next week it's going to be on K Mega's channel. Make sure to go to K Mega. Is it 04 or 05?
K Mega 4.
Oh, K Mega 4 on YouTube
405,
to watch the crossover.
405.
Yeah, 405. All right. So to everyone that came through, especially the chat, you guys are the real MVPs. All right, on some Kevin Durant stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Yobi. Thank you. Yobi says, "What the list of people I suggest to you last year? Do you have any of them locked in?" Ham, I think that's for you.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Tell us. Yobi's asking if you have the people that he suggested last year locked in for Behind Them Sticks.
Not many, or if any of them. I'll get to that here shortly because, I've kind of forgot about that list, so I'll definitely have to look into that. That's a great idea because I've been wondering who I should ask as of lately. So I'll get on that. I may need your help, though, so I'll hit you up.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. We'll see you next time. Make sure to continue to play your video games. Enjoy Twitter. It's not a real place, but play your video games. All right? Play your video games. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.